You are losing running duels in FC25 and you don't even know why. You hold sprint, you have a fast player, but somehow you still lose the race. Well, today I'm breaking down exactly why pros win every running duel, and trust me, once you apply these tricks, you will be leaving defenders in the dust. A lot of people think speed is the most important factor in running duels. Well, it's not entirely true because acceleration, positioning, and sprint mechanics matter way more. That's why you see players with lower pace stats outmuscling faster players all the time. I see this mistake all the time. People sprint too early. If you sprint too early, you will take a bad angle and let the opponent engage physically. Meanwhile, pro players know exactly when to hold off sprinting, how to use body positioning, and how to time their speed boost. And this is exactly what I'm going to help you do today. First thing you need to stop doing is stop holding sprint button all the time. What's the problem with that? It reduces your control and slows your acceleration when you are changing direction. Instead, here's how pros sprint differently. You are first going to start by jogging first. Start by not sprinting immediately. Let your player build up naturally and bait the defender. Baiting the defender is key. If the defender is side by side, you have more chances of winning that running duel compared to the opponent being ahead of you and then you're trying to sprint towards him and hope that you leave him in the dust. That is not how it will work. Sometimes you will be successful, but a lot of times you will end up getting caught. And now using the speed boost or double tapping the R2 RT button is also important, but you have to use it in short bursts rather than holding it down all the time. Now, when should you hold the R2 button? Once you are fully in motion, you have to hold the sprint button when you have a clear lane to beat your opponent. This simple change of first baiting the opponent, then doing the speed boost, and once you have a clear lane running straight, makes your player faster over distances. Look at the difference. It's night and day. You need to realize this. Most defenders have a lengthy stride, okay? That is their accelerate type. Now, if you let them get into their stride, it is easier for your attacker to get caught as compared to them having to accelerate to catch you, right? So, if the defender is already slowed down, that is why it is important to slow down and position yourself diagonally, goal side. Always try to get goal side. So in that way, you force the opponent to take a longer route, right? By the time he gets into his lengthy stride, you will be already through on goal. Now, quick step play style increases the acceleration of your player. That is why I recommend it on defenders, but not many defenders have the quick step play style. So if you are able to position yourself diagonally and get goal side, instead of running straight, slightly curve your run, you will have a clear chance of beating the defender in the running duel as opposed to just running like a headless chicken. If you get your positioning right, you will win races even against faster opponents. Now we have to focus on the mindset shift and something else that matters more than mechanics. But before I do that, let me show you these speed boost techniques. First up, I have to show you the trickster speed boost, guys. This is a new mechanic and I absolutely love it. It is great with players who have rapid. Think of Thierry Henry, the new card. So how do you perform the trickster speed boost? You need a player with the trickster playstyle, and then you will perform a trickster fake shot. So you will perform a fake shot at a 45-degree angle like this and immediately hold the R2 button on the exit. Your player slows down and then they exit with the full sprint. It is great for baiting the opponent. When you do the trickster fake, they get baited and then you beat them with the sprint. Just like this. Boost, look, look. Boom! 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 Next up, we have the traditional L1 LB sprint boost. And now people are using it in a wrong way because you guys are spamming it all the time like this. And you only do the speed boost in a straight direction. That means something like this. Instead, remember, the L1 LB speed boost can be exited in any direction depending on where you point your left stick. You fake your opponent thinking that you'll go straight and then you go somewhere else, just like this, and your opponent will be left for dead. Next up, I have R1 RB technical dribbling sprint boost. This is great when you are doing technical dribbling, you are slowing down and then you can immediately exit with the speed boost, right? You can hold the R2 button on the exit. So you will perform the R1 RB technical dribbling. On the exit, you'll let go of the R2 button and exit with the speed boost. Faking the speed boost is another mechanic that pros use. Just take a look at this clip. You saw what they did? They were faking the speed boost. You go up, you go down, you keep the opponent thinking. The moment he comes close, you speed boost in the opposite direction and make him confused. If you have enjoyed the content so far, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow much faster. At the end of the day, the biggest difference between pros and casuals is not mechanics, it is decision making. Knowing when to sprint, knowing when to speed boost, knowing when to do the trickster speed boost, knowing when to use a fake shot, knowing when to hold down, knowing when to stop, right? And actually correctly positioning your players. If you sprint mindlessly, chase every ball, and don't think about positioning, you will lose 90% of your duels. But if you time your sprints, position yourself well, and apply the speed boost in the right moments, you will start dominating these battles like pro. Now, if you're struggling to defend these mechanics, I recommend you check this video out here.